Good morning, OLA, and welcome to another episode of OLA This Week. I'm Mr. Love.
And I'm Mr. Moore.
So, Mr. Moore, how was your weekend?
Great weekend. You know, spent time with the family decorating for Halloween. Went to my son's football game on Saturday. It was wonderful.
And was it a good game?
No, unfortunately, my son's team lost. But, however, learned a lot of lessons, valuable lessons on the field. Good sportsmanship. The head referee said his team showed very good sportsmanship. So that's the most important.
Yeah. We play to win, but we learn from our losses, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Speaking of football,
yes,
San Francisco 49ers won last night. Do we have any 49er fans in the room? Well, we got to hear you guys. Come on. Okay, you guys aren't fans if you're not like going, woohoo! Because let's hear something, 49er fans. Woo! There we go. So, Mr. Moore, as you know,
yes,
we have four assistant producers today.
Absolutely.
Along with the inimitable Miss Blanchfield, our producer. So we have Connor Lyon, Aiden Smith, Mia Nelson, and Samuel Flores de la Vega here with us today.
Welcome to OLA This Week.
Yes, and do you want to explain why they're here today?
Absolutely. So we're excited to announce that OLA will have this week we'll have a student edition. And it's going to be a wonderful learning experience for these young people in the room to put this student edition on each week. We're absolutely excited for them to take advantage of technology and learn how to do all of this wonderful social media and getting the word out about OLA.
We are too. Connor, Aiden, Mia, and Sam are in our leadership class, and so they're in the communications committee. So they're going to be putting together the student edition, which I think will probably eclipse the views and likes of everything else, because everybody wants to see the kids, and we're really excited that our students are taking this opportunity to lead. So great job, kids. All right, and the other thing that happened this weekend is we had a packed house at Mass. I haven't seen the church so packed in a long time. So it was the Rite of Enrollment. So we have what the Rite of Enrollment is. If you're not familiar with it, is we have every year is a sacrament year. So we have our second graders preparing for First Reconciliation and First Communion, and we have our eighth graders preparing for the Sacrament of Confirmation.
Right.
That's right. And so the church always has a ceremony for really important things, and of course we live sacramental life in our faith. And so in order to recognize that our students are about to enter into this really important journey to receive these sacraments, we formally call them up at church. They come up and they're welcomed by the community. And it was so great to see so many of our school families and parish families who have students in our religious education program there. So it was just a really nice event. And also, I do want to take this moment to just compliment our second grade class.
Oh, yeah.
Weren't they great?
They were amazing on Friday. It was a wonderful Mass, and I'm sure they were amazing on Sunday.
They were beautiful on Sunday. They sang well. They read well. It always makes me feel a lot of pride when I see our students up there leading our Mass, and they did a great job. So thank you, Mr. Vidal, Ms. Titherington, and all of you who are second grade students and your parents for doing a beautiful job last Friday and this Sunday at Mass. And I do want to talk about that first Sunday of the month Mass. So our students have the opportunity to lead Mass once a year. So if you were in second grade last week, you led the Mass on Sunday. And so every month we have that, and it is so important. We as a faculty and staff discuss this at length over the summer, and we feel like we just want parents to know that when your child is scheduled to be at that Sunday Mass, it's really important that they show. We want to have 100% participation from everybody in that class. So if your child is, if their student is leading the Mass on Sunday, we ask that for that 1 week of the year, that you make that your top priority.
Absolutely, and they work so hard to prepare. So it's such an important thing for them to be involved in.
Great. And one other thing about Mass, we're talking a lot about Mass today, but the other thing would be we have a tradition at OLA, and it's a very proud tradition. And it's not just an OLA tradition, it's a tradition in Catholic schools
for sure
around the world. But it's one that when you're a part of a Catholic school, so often you become an altar server.
For sure.
And you get to experience the liturgy, you get to be a part of the liturgy. You're not just watching the liturgy.
It was important for me to be an altar server when I was a young man. It was very formative. I really enjoyed doing that. So it's a great way to serve the church. You feel like you're a part of the Mass. You get to know all of the Mass and help out the whole community.
Yeah,
It's a great service.
My daughter is a high school senior, and she still altar serves. A lot of times they stop at junior high, but she just loves being part of the Mass so much that she's still doing it even as a high school senior. And I, as a parent, I just can't tell you how much I love seeing her, up there serving. So, so parents, the reason why we're discussing this is because we do need more altar servers in our 6th, 7th, and 8th grade classes. We could use a lot more, actually. So it's something that we're just asking you. Please pray about it and talk to your kids about it, and really encourage them to be an altar server so that they can be full participants in our Mass.
For sure.
All right. So, Mr. Moore, some really big news for you coming up.
Another way to serve OLA community, another way to serve the school is I get to serve as the substitute, long-term substitute in the 4th grade. So while Mrs. Campbell's going out on maternity leave and giving birth to a beautiful baby and healthy baby, I'm excited to take on this challenge, which I was in there yesterday, and these are a wonderful group of kids. This is an amazing opportunity for me to really get to know them and help them progress. So I think they're a little nervous having the vice principal come in, because of course I will maintain that position and maintain that sort of decorum as the vice principal. So it's a little bit harder for them, but I think they'll get used to that. They'll get used to me being in there, and we're going to move and move forward with the curriculum that Mrs. Campbell has planned, and it's going to be a great year. So it really adds, I hope, it adds consistency, because they know me, they know expectations, and I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled to be back in the classroom, because I taught 5th grade homeroom for 2 years at St. Joseph's Academy in Fontana, and then I taught for another 4 years at Our Lady of Guadalupe in La Habra, California, 5th grade homeroom and science. So I'm really excited to be back in the classroom. Oh, and then after that I was a DARE officer for 4 years in the 5th grade. So I love this is a great age group, and 4th grade moving into 5th grade, so it's important, that transition. I'm really happy to be a part of it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm very thankful, Mr. Moore, that you've taken on this task. It's a big job.
My pleasure.
To do, and I know that we're going to miss seeing you up at the front office, but some of those tasks, hopefully, you'll still be able to help us with. But we know that your primary focus is going to be taking care of those kids and just making sure that they have a really smooth transition. Yeah. I think that good principals and good vice principals, they're really still teachers at heart.
For sure.
And so,
for sure, formation, education. That's why we're here. So I'm glad to step in and serve and just add to the continuity of the school. We have a team. We're part of a team in teaching our children. So I'm glad to be a part of it.
Well, it'll be a gift for our kids, our 4th grade kids. So thank you again. And real quick, before we close the show, we do want to just kind of let you see the faces that you will be seeing in the future. So here's a sneak preview at our OLA This Week Student Edition team. Connor Lyon is on the team as well, but he's manning the camera right now. So come on board, new staff. All right, well, it's great to have you guys.
Perfect.
Great to see you.
Samuel, it's great to see you. Aiden,
Welcome.
wonderful.
Welcome.
Hello, Mia.
Welcome. Samuel.
All right, so the first thing you got to do is have super big smiles. So look at the camera and give a big smile, because that's all part of the deal.
Closer.
So we look forward to seeing all of these guys leading the student edition in the next few weeks. So keep your eyes peeled and look out for it.
All right.
And so,
Mr. Love.
Mr. Moore, love more than you think you can. God bless.